EGM Network.
Welcome back. We are Classic Car Radio on 107.9 WAXC, The Patriot. So we were talking about all this stuff that we got going on. We talked about great show on Saturday, the 46th annual AACA show. Another good turnout. They had a great time. Tom Minnick, congratulations on your big win. I know he won the week before also at another car show that we went to. His car is absolutely beautiful, that 57 Pontiac he's got. A lot of people don't like it because when he got it, it was all original. Had the original motor, drivetrain. And Tom's an old drag racer. And Tom loves speed. So that engine had to go. So he put that LS3 motor in it, changed the transmission, he put a floating rear in the back. So it's a nice car. So congratulations to Tom Minnick. I don't know who really won on River Days on the next day. I think he might have taken home a trophy that day. Next Saturday,
Nice.
Yes, next Saturday's the March 22nd. It's the celebration of cars at the Cape Canaveral region of the AACA. That's going to be happening at the Muscle Car Museum up in Melbourne on Sarno Road. The theme this year is 70 years of the T-Bird. So if you have a T-Bird, bring it up there, and that's Saturday, March 22nd. Also on Saturday, March 22nd, Ohana is a non-profit organization, is having a car show at the Sebastian Elks on Saturday, and that's from 11 to 3. The Elks Lodge is at 731 South Fleming Street in Sebastian. They're going to have classics, custom street rods, bikes, food, drinks, music, raffles. It goes to a good cause. I don't think you can mail your registration in anymore. I don't know if I could hold this up. Jess, any way we could? No. I don't know if you could see that code here on the bottom here. If we could get a zoom on that.
I can't zoom in.
Can't zoom it in, Jesse?
I can put the Facebook page up there.
All right, if you could do that, that'd be great.
Yeah.
It's right there on the side. If you want to register, you could scan that barcode. Hopefully that'll work. And that car registration is $20, and it goes to a good cause. It's a nonprofit disaster relief organization, I guess almost like the Red Cross. And that's going to be on Saturday at the Elks Lodge in Sebastian, right there on 512. On Sunday, they're having the Summer Crush Winery is having a big car show. What is that one? That's on Sunday. All makes cars and trucks. I don't have that flyer.
Yeah,
But they're having a car show that day. Wheels and Keels is coming up. That's in April 5th. What else we got going? There's a bunch of car shows coming up. April 12th, the Cool Car Shows at the Grant Barbecue Festival. That begins at 9 o'clock. That's going to be a wise out. That's going to be in Grant. We'll talk more about that. So, what else we got going? We have some tech talk, Steve. You want to answer some questions? Sure. We could do. Wayne and Miko asks, a retired neighbor of mine has a 1981 5-speed Camaro with a 350 V8 and just about every option. He claims it was a Z28, but he had the decals removed because they were too flashy. It only has 29,000 miles on it and stayed in heated AC garage all his life. He's getting up there in age, 87, wants to tell you, told me just to make an offer. Any idea on a price? Steve, any ideas?
Well, see, it's
81Z, 5-speed, 350 V8, if it's a real Z.
Yeah, it's got to be a 4-speed. But yeah, that price, they're anywhere from 15 to 25.
Yeah.
And then look at Tom's car. It kind of died out for a while, and then he took the reserver off, and
right,
it went skyrocketed.
Yeah, so it all depends. I'd say make the guy an offer like 20. See how bad it is. Make sure it's a real Z. I mean, if he says it is, maybe he has all the paperwork for it.
Definitely.
So the value of Keith wrote the value of an 81 Z20 can vary widely depending on factors like condition, mileage, originality, modifications, and market demand. As of March 29th, March 19, 2025. Here's a general overview based on the available data. It should be anywhere, like you said, Steve, between 15 and 25, 17 to 20 is the average market value. So, I mean, they're still pretty cheap. A high-end car will get you 30 to 40. 181 Z28 Camaro fetched for 107, which that's got to be low mileage and never even left the showroom.
I would think so, yeah.
So I don't really know on that. Adam in Fort PSX. My car is a 72 Chevy Malibu, heavy Chevy. Can you recommend a good place to get stainless steel trim parts finished, refurbished? I have some nicks and dents in my wheel moldings and rocket trim I'd like to repair. I bring all my stuff to the trim lady in Sebastian. She's on 512. She does an excellent job. She did all the work on my 55. She did work on other people's cars by me.
Yep, she does most of ours too.
She does your stuff too. Yeah. I mean, it takes a little while to. We got to get her in here, Janine. She's pretty. She lives right here in Vero, but her shop is up by us. She started in Miami, I think, and just that's what she does. We'll have to get her to come in and talk about all the things that she does. I'll try to do that in coming weeks.
She's nice, but you just got to find time because she's always busy too. Right. And she's got stacks of work.
Stacks of stainless there. I mean, I asked her one day. I needed one piece, and she happened to have extra pieces there that people don't pick up, and I was able to get a piece for one of the Chevelles that I had. So Adam, I'd call up Janine over at the trim lady and up in Sebastian. Jonathan from Vero Beach X. Todd, where can I buy parts needed to convert a 318 fastback Barracuda to a 440? What else is needed to be replaced or modified to make it fit? What do you think, Steve? 318 to a 440. How much do you got to take? You got to take that whole cage out, right? That whatever they call it, the bucket.
Member. Yeah,
is that what they call it, the K member?
I think all that stuff's different.
Everything's got to come out.
Pretty sure.
Check out bigblockdart.com. That might help you. But yeah,
because the motor mount's gonna be different, and then the cradle or the clamshells that bolt to the motor mount are gonna be different. The cradle's gonna be different. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of work.
And what is that? That's on it doesn't tell you what year the Barracuda is. But that's dropping that whole front, and I don't know. Do they have? I don't know. I don't know too much about
just a bunch of nuts and bolts.
The Plymouth do they have shock towers in this? Does that all have to come out, or I don't know. What's in there? Yeah.
Yeah, it's got
When you take that whole K frame out or whatever, that when that whole thing drops down, everything comes out with it.
The struts will stay in the car and all that, unless you take them off from the top.
Right.
We easily disconnect them at the strut and drop the whole thing down. But yeah.
But that's the best way to take that car apart. Drop the whole front end.
Usually, easiest way.
Yeah.
You can do it from the top, but this car, I mean, I would just do it from the bottom and be done because you're gonna have to change that K member anyway. So.
Do they sell different K members? You could just you could buy it. Do they sell them like in chrome, aluminum, or they all have to be steel?
They're all steel.
They have to be heavy duty. They're gonna get welded in.
Yeah, and then just for car wreck purposes, probably too.
Right. So we were talking about the car show the other day on Saturday, the 300 cars. It's like I said, it's going to be a great turnout up there. It was a great turnout. Yep. They did a great job. Kudos to Bill Maul. I mean, you outdid yourself as usual. A lot of guys that I spoke to that went up there, they had a great time. What else we got going on here? We talked about
we didn't do the Adam one.
The who? Which one? You got another one? Go ahead. What do you got?
The Adam one, the 72. So it says, this is Adam from Fort Pierce. He asked, my car is a 19...
that's what we just talked about, right?
Oh, yeah,
that's in the wheel moldings and rocket trim. Yeah, we talked about that. We got that one. So that was we didn't get too many questions this week.
Nope.
From the radio. We got 3. Mm-hmm. So we're looking at car shows. I guess we'll do some more car show stuff. Like I said, we went. It was a good time. They had a great turnout. And what we got going here? March. We talked about Celebration of Cars next Saturday, March 22nd, 10 to 3. Rain or shine. That's coming up this Saturday. Celebration of Cars, the AACA, Cape Canaveral region of the AACA is having a car show at the Muscle Car Museum, 3500 Sarno Road in Melbourne. use Club 52 entrance off Wickham Road because you can't get to the back of the parking lot through the front of the building. Yeah, if they want you to go from Wickham Road to enter. Pre-registration is $25. That closes on March 19th, which is today, I believe. And then it's late received after registration is $40 otherwise. That's a big hit right there, $40. On Sunday, March 23rd, we talked about this. Summer Crush Winery's having their Cruising to Spring Open Car and Truck Show. Mopar Treasure Coast National. Registration is $20. Gates open at 10:30 to noon. Car shows from 12 to noon. Best in Show Awards, 10 People's Choice Awards. Hosted by the No Name Car Show. Fun live entertainment, fine beer. The No Name Car Club, the information call, you call them at 772-528-4247 or email them at nonamecarclub@outlook.com. So we'll do more shows when we get back. I don't know. What else you got going on at the shop there, Steve? Anything good that came in? Any Cobras?
Yeah, we said the kit car when it is in, but it's the Australian built one.
So was the steering on the right side?
Mm-mm.
No, it's still on the left. It's a kit car. Car Cobra?
Yeah, I think it's beautiful. The wiring in that car and everything is nice. We just had to do some axle steels on it and stuff. So, yeah.
My buddy used to make them, the kit car Cobras. He had a whole Pantera. He used to race Panteras, and as an Italian guy, he raced Panteras up in Queens, New York, on a Van Wyck Expressway, and he would build these Cobras for people. And $32,000, you get a Cobra out the door, built any engine you want, and usually you put 289s in them. For a little car like that, 289, it moves.
Yeah, $32,000. You ain't touching that now. You can probably buy just a kit for that.
Oh, just a kit, and then they it's a lot. He used to tell me the kits are a lot better built than the originals. I guess they use a wider steel for the frame. There's a lot more safety, and suspension is a lot easier and better.
Yeah, that car that came in, it was all aluminum underneath and everything. That car was very well put together.
Really?
Yeah.
So. And let's see what time we got. 12. We got to go. We got to go on break, and when we come back, we'll talk more about the more car shows that are coming up and whatever else we got going. All right, we'll be right back. Classic Car Radio.
Experience the magic of Hollywood's golden age. Riverside Theater presents Singin' in the Rain.
Good morning.
Filled with every memorable moment from the classic 50s film and a downpour of unforgettable songs.
Singing in the rain.
The greatest movie musical of all time is splashing onto the stage at the beautiful Riverside Theater. Singin' in the Rain is now playing, and you can get your best seats now at the box office or online at riversidetheater.com.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats and chairs, and all the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Riverside, Universal Coastal Living, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're also the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of Berlin Gardens and Pollywood. We specialize in fire pits, outdoor rugs, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. Right now, we're having a spring sale with lots of great markdowns and discounts on everything you need for your Florida home, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories half price. Sunshine Furniture, $1295 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Don't forget to visit our outlet store directly across the street, filled with lots of brand name closeouts and sale items. And visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
When the check engine light comes on, turn to Treasure Coast Auto of Vero Beach. Time for an oil change? Turn to Treasure Coast Auto of Vero Beach. Brake work, alignments, maintenance, and more? Turn to Treasure Coast Auto of Vero Beach. Your certified service center specializing in alignments, repairs, oil changes, radiators, brakes, even auto electric repair. Just east of US 1 at 1212 23rd Street, Vero Beach. Turn to the local mechanics you can trust. Treasure Coast Auto of Vero Beach.
Welcome back. We're Classic Car Radio. I'm here with Steve Charbonneau. I don't know, Steve, they left us high and dry today.
Well, we didn't have Keith here, so he's always talking for hours, so he fills up a lot of the space.
I know, right? I'm like, he kind of screwed us with this little this thing he sent us today. There's really nothing too much going on.
Well, it's in between the lines. He goes into the Pontiac stories, and then the ping for the book and all that.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's the number one Pontiac. I mean, come on. I don't know.
I can't say he put it there because that was straight from the, because I sent him the article.
Yeah.
And when I saw that the number one muscle car, was a 64 Pontiac GTO,
yeah.
I was like, oh, he's going to love this.
Well, you know what they say. Everybody has their own opinions, right?
We're Chevy guys. We can't help it. That can't help it. So.
Yeah, but it's one of those things. Okay, you put a 70 Chevelle in front of somebody and put one of those 64 GTOs in it. Which one's going to go first? Right.
No, yeah, I'm total agreement with you. If you put two cars side by side, and what really makes the 70 Chevelle is it says SS and underneath it says 454, and that's what people love to look. They say, oh yeah, look at that car, it's got 350. Yeah, oh look at that, that's got a 454 in it. I see it with my brother's car all the time. When I had my Chevelle, I was usually parked right next to him. My car would say SS 396, his would say SS 454, and they liked his car better. All because it says 454 on the side. I just, it's just amazing. So I don't get it, but hey, it's what do they say? If it's on the internet, it must be true.
What they say.
Right? So the 64 Pontiac GTO is the number one greatest American muscle car of all time.
Yep. Just not buying it.
Steve shaking his head.
Just not buying it.
And Jesse has some news for us, but I don't know if he could bring it up. He's got breaking news.
Oh, yeah, we got to see
what do we got here?
So,
P1 Motor Club.
P1 Motor Club, they're building this out west of Okeechobee.
Right.
All right. It looks like there's 3 different tracks, a P1 circuit, 4.5 miles, Treasure Coast circuit, 3.2 miles, and then 1.2 mile P1 karting circuit.
Wow.
All right. 650 acres.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is going to be on the Treasure Coast.
On the Treasure Coast, just west of the St. Lucie County Fairgrounds.
Oh, look at that. And it doesn't say too much about, that's breaking news right now.
Yeah.
Yes. We never had breaking news on the show before. And when is this going to start up?
That's a good question. I do not know.
And it's at 101 Okeechobee Road, Port St. Lucie.
Yeah, 24101 Okeechobee. That's west of the St. Lucie County Fairgrounds, way out there. And it looks like it's membership only.
Wow.
So,
you notice he's got his radio voice going? You hear that? Membership only. You got your radio voice going on.
Gotta do it.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep going, Jess. I like it. Go ahead.
There you go.
Details at p1motorclub.com.
Listen, if they don't hire you just for that, you're in.
That's right.
And it looks like it's a huge track.
It does. Multi-million dollar.
Right there. I mean, yeah. One of them, they have to be, you can use that center lane as a drag strip right there. See that one line going right down the middle, right through the middle of it? That's a drag strip right there.
Nice. We could use a drag strip around here.
Yeah, instead of waiting. Hopefully this will, and it's a club and it's membership only, huh?
Yeah. That's what it says, on the website.
650 acre site is comprised of 3 distinct areas of P1 Members Club.
You got some good eyes.
Yeah.
You can see that.
I can see that. Yeah. So I get, it's not going to be Formula One, obviously. So it's just going to be like the midget cars. Is that what they call them? You know, Steve, what P1 is? Or is it just called P1 Motor Club?
Well, see, it says P1 Kart.
Oh, there you go.
Circuit. Okay.
Is that the stuff that Todd's buddy Byron drives? Like stuff like that? Is that a P1?
Yeah.
P1 circuit?
I don't know.
So a new racetrack coming up over here in St. Lucie County, right?
Yeah, it looks like an Indy car in the picture there.
Yeah, there's an Indy car, right?
Oh boy, here we go.
That's a Ferrari. 2004.
I think that's a simulation.
That's a Ferrari.
I think that's a sim.
Oh, going around the track.
Yeah, it's like a video game.
Wow, look at that. So your new racetrack coming up. When is this going to happen? They didn't say anything yet.
I'm surprised too
I
because
could
they're
look into
like,
that.
usually you can never get anything built. They ban everything, or they try to kick you out and do everything. You know?
Yeah, I don't know how far west that is. How far west is the fairground?
That's a few miles. I think
Is it past the turnpike?
it's west of the turnpike.
West of the turnpike.
Yeah, and so another few miles west of that because
Yeah, way west.
yeah. So, I'd say about 10 miles west of that.
So it's almost even. If you took where the river ranch is off 60, it's almost even with the river ranch probably. So what's it on 70?
Yeah, 70. Yeah.
So it's on 70.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, the fairgrounds is way out.
Yeah.
Way out
Yeah.
there. Yes.
And
yes,
so this
right.
is west of that.
Whenever I go over to the West Coast with the RV, we take 70 and we pass the fairgrounds. They have that. They have that big car show last weekend up there.
Here's an article that says they broke ground.
They broke ground already.
Just 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
There we go. So they're building a racetrack.
Yeah.
St. Lucie County.
Wow, they broke ground already too.
That's great. Great
And then
news.
I guess they sealed the deal at Moroso. They're going to do that too. They're going to revamp it.
And the West
Nice.
Palm Beach one.
Yeah.
They sealed the deal with that.
From what I was reading the other day, yeah.
And it looked like they were going to bring back 10 racetracks, or they're in the process of buying 10 racetracks.
I read that too, but I wasn't 100% sure. But yeah,
So racing is coming back. Hopefully Florida will get, as you see, we're getting the P1. We're going to get the West Palm Beach Raceway coming back. That's great news for Florida.
yeah, because it'll be have some fun and do some stuff too, you know.
Yeah, all these guys that street race, it's, all the guys with the tuner cars going, driving all over the place with those things.
Yeah, because they were trying to do one out in Fellsmere, and I guess they got shot down too.
Yeah. Well, they had that out in Fellsmere, they had that elephant sanctuary. I think they had a huge elephant sanctuary in Fellsmere. You guys never heard about this?
Mm-mm.
It was a huge elephant sanctuary. They brought in like circus elephants, I guess, just to save them. Well, anyway, it didn't go very well. Half of them died, and then it got to the point where it just wasn't working anymore. So they closed that down. But yeah, this is great news that we're going to have some racetracks around.
Yeah.
So like we talked about this weekend, the Ohana Car Show Saturday at the Elks, celebration of cars on Saturday at the Muscle Car Museum. Go check that out. The Muscle Car Museum is usually open.
That place is nice.
Nice. I mean, to have all those cars is crazy. The Summer Crush Winery is having their car show, 4200 Johnston Road. Fort Pierce, Cruising to Spring Open Car and Truck Show, Mopar, Treasure Coast Nationals. Gates open 10:30 to noon. The 4th annual Vero Christian Church Car Show is April 5th. That's from 10 to 1. That's at 3250 9th Avenue, which is Oslo Road. Pre-registration is $15. You go to Women's Refuge of Vero Beach. Or for information, visit verochristian.com events/car show for that car show. Then Christian FM is having a car show. I thought it was the same place, but it's not. What time we got? Okay, we got a minute.
2 minutes, you said.
April 5th, 2025 is the Spring Car Show and Barbecue Fest. Christian FM is having it. Central Assembly of God in Vero. I don't have an address. Go to christianfm.com/car show for the location of that. I don't have a location on that one. We talked about that. The Wheels and Keels is Saturday, April 5th from 10 to 2:30. That's on the golf course and docks at the Moorings Yacht Club, and that's at 100 Harbor Drive, Vero Beach. And was that's like $70, right? How much is that? That is first car entry is $50 to get in. There's 14 classes, and that's a beautiful area. They bring the cars right on the golf course there, right?
Yeah, the Broncos won that car show 2 years in a row.
Oh, really?
Yep, we're going to bring a different one this year.
Okay. Then the Purple Heart Cane Project is having a car show, April 5th. That's at 6759 U.S. Highway 1, Port St. Lucie. That's from 10 to 2. Coyd Lloyd Lazenby at 772-466-5295 or P.O. Box. You can email Lloyd at Lloyd, LLOYDLAS 2502 @yahoo.com. And then our buddy Cool Cars up in Steve from Grant Barbecue Fest is having that car. You could play us out, Jesse. Mm-hmm. Cool Cars Classic Car Show Saturday, April 12th. I'll be there, 4580 First Street. You can play the music. Go ahead. Show begins at 9 o'clock till 12:30. We're out of here. We'll see you next week. Hopefully the boys will be back. Listen to us on the Patriot Radio every Saturday from 10 to 2.
See ya.
2 to 3. Sorry about that. We're out of here.